This is a flyweight battle between Gino Ghalehpardaz and Francisco Ramirez. Ghalehpardaz made his BTC fight debut last year with a first-round submission over Nate Ledger at BTC 14. Tonight, he looks to rebound after a recent loss and pick up his fourth win as a pro. Mexico's Francisco Ramirez matches his opponent's record with 3 professional victories. Tonight, he takes on the biggest challenge of his career against the Canadian BJJ black belt. It's time for this flyweight battle between Gino Ghalehpardaz and Francisco Ramirez.
Fight clean. Touch gloves if you want to. Good luck.
Ladies and gentlemen, this BTC catchweight matchup will be decided in 3 rounds or less.
Saw that the stare down there, just a little bit of how big of the size advantage Gino has.
Yeah, absolutely.
Over Ramirez. And will that be a factor in this fight? But here we go. Round 1 is underway. And as you saw, Josh Hill not with us here as he's in the corner of Gino Ghalehpardaz.
Yep. Francisco seems to be prodding forward. Gino's moving on the outside, just like we talked earlier.
Big left hook, though, from Ramirez. Just misses.
He's pressuring. Gino's moving. He's not there to be hit.
Can kind of see that boxing background that Ramirez has, but there's a good leg kick from Ghalehpardaz, and Ramirez catches it and takes the fight to the ground.
True to his word. He's in Gino's guard right now. He's going to look for a submission. Going to look to pass that guard.
We'll see how well Ramirez's jiu-jitsu is, as Gino is very talented, as you see off his back, looking for a triangle.
He is. Oh, he's looking for that arm. Oh, he's got that arm. That's in deep.
Oh, just pops out, but only got for the triangle. The other arm. That Ghalehpardaz, he's so tricky, especially so early in the fight where the fighters are dry. But they get back to their feet, do both men, and the action continues to a nice ovation here from the capacity crowd at the Odd.
Francisco looks like he's looking to shoot box. I mean, he got out of that arm bar and he let Gino up straight away.
He wants to pressure. I mean, Ramirez's nickname is Canelo. So, I mean, you have to have some sort of hands if that is your nickname.
Absolutely, I would agree.
After, obviously, with the pound-for-pound best boxer in the game right now in Canelo Alvarez.
He's probably always coming in, landed that overhand left.
Yeah, that left's been a good punch for Ramirez early on. And catches the kick again, does Ramirez.
Gino ties him up now. He's looking to clinch there, wanted to stuff him against the cage. Ramirez was smart. He circled off and pushed him away.
And Gino trying to push the pace forward, as he really has been all of this opening round so far, but Ramirez has had some good counters and good combination and off the fence as well from Ghalehpardaz.
Unorthodox feint by Francisco.
He's got a very weird, that southpaw style is always so tricky.
Yep.
I can't imagine being the fighter in there, even just to watch it, it's so awkward.
Yep. Gino's got to keep those hands up. Francisco is, nice shot by Gino. Got that single.
Yeah, good pressure here from Ghalehpardaz. Got that high crotch. Trying to get it. Go ahead, Adam.
He's looking to suck those hips off the cage. He does, but Francisco keeps his balance.
That was some great balance there by Ramirez. Kept his balance and able to get back into the stand-up position quickly.
Gino picking away with those leg kicks and body kicks alternating. And in for another shot. Beautiful takedown.
That's a beautiful double leg from Ghalehpardaz as he tries to take the back. But Ramirez,
Francisco bucks off that overhook and gets back to his feet.
Oh, but keeps driving through. Does Ghalehpardaz, though. He's got to watch out for those ground and pound.
I think Gino's hurt.
Gino is hurt. Those hammer fists are huge. Now Ramirez raining down ground and pound. Hammer fists.
But Gino's doing everything to survive. He's trying to get on a leg there.
Oh, full mount here for Ramirez. Big elbow from Ramirez. Hammer fist again. Now he's going to try to sink in that rear naked choke and live up to his word and get the submission.
He's got his back here. Gino right now, if he's able to defend like I know he can, this is his little savior here. Have a little bit of a break, get back to a good position.
That could be dangerous, but I think Ghalehpardaz is doing a decent job, and he does not let Ramirez get the wrists over his throat.
Gino's got the 2-on-1 now. He's looking to break, make some space, get on top.
That's great technique, and also showed how important the size is as Ghalehpardaz has a big double leg takedown.
Way to survive for Gino. He just turned that completely around, double legged him off the cage. Now he's on top, resting, recovering, clearing the cobwebs, and doing what he needs to do.
Yeah, trying to push forward there in side control. Ramirez trying a guillotine, but doesn't really have it. More has like a headlock.
Yeah, he seems just to be stalling him, preventing Gino from landing effective strikes and improving his current position.
I think it's a good breather for definitely Ghalehpardaz right now, working in the side control. There's the short elbows to the ribs. But now Ramirez, you can kind of see breathing a little heavy. I mean, the pace has been outstanding in this first round.
It has. They've been going back and forth, alternating positions, and there's been some scrambly times.
There's the 10-second clapper here as Ghalehpardaz tries to get his wrist free to land some ground and pound of his own.
Gino's got 5 seconds to land some big shots.
And then there's the horn to end the first round. A very entertaining first round between Gino Ghalehpardaz and Francisco Ramirez. If we had to look at your unofficial scorecard before round 2, who do you have it leading so far?
It's hard to say. You could give it to Francisco, but Gino finished on top in a beautiful position, landing some shots.
Yeah, it was a tough round, great competitive round, and that shows the great matchmaking here from our matchmaker, Woodrow James. There's a high kick from Ghalehpardaz, and he tries to go back to it as well.
Now Gino's pressuring forward, coming in with the kicks.
And he's trying to make Ramirez now a little bit uncomfortable.
Some feints there from Gino, occupying distance, and Ramirez comes back with a kick.
Swing and a miss that time from Ghalehpardaz, but Ramirez has done a great job at catching a lot of, big knee, and that drops Ramirez, and this could be the beginning of the end.
What a shot. Gino's got his back.
Gino looking to get that rear naked choke, and we just highlighted how high level of a grappler Ghalehpardaz is. I'm surprised Ramirez survived that. He looked out there for a second.
I agree. Francisco is tough.
And look at him turn this and try to trap the arm, try to get a crucifix, but he's got to watch out for his own arm as Ghalehpardaz is dangerous with those arm bars, but a big hammer fist as well from Ramirez. What action here, and we're just 2 minutes into the second round.
This is a great fight. Gino looks to be setting up that triangle now.
Yeah, he wants that triangle.
Needs to pull Francisco's head down. He could switch to an armbar here if Francisco tries to pull his head out.
Oh, this could be tight. He's got the legs locked. The corner for Ghalehpardaz is screaming for armbar right now, Adam. Can he get the finish? And there's the armbar.
He might step over here.
Ramirez is going to try to fight this. This is a real tight triangle position.
Francisco's in trouble.
Yeah, Francisco is in a bad spot right now, but he's fighting with every inch of his life to stay in this fight. As Ramirez may go out just from the pressure of that. Still fighting though is Ramirez. Good elbows, gotta watch them.
There is no quit in Ramirez.
No, he is not gonna, he didn't come all the way from Mexico just to accept defeat. He's gonna do everything and fight with that Aztec Warrior spirit. He thought about the tap. He thought about the tap. And that just getting tighter and tighter, almost a Kimura here from Ghalehpardaz.
Gino siphoning off that triangle, putting more stress on that arm.
Just
hook the leg, trying to get a better angle on it.
Just trying to do everything he can to survive is Ramirez. And now it's getting to the point, if Ghalehpardaz can't get him, how much of his leg's gonna be zapped? But this could be bad. Going belly down, but Ramirez escapes.
How that?
Ramirez pops up, and now he's going to land elbows and ground and pound of his own.
What a turn of events. Now Gino's on the defense.
And you got to wonder about Ghalehpardaz's legs right now. He had that triangle.
What a beautiful sweep.
What a sweep by Ghalehpardaz. 2:05 remains here in the second round.
Gino needs to take a little breather here, sit in side mount. Watch the wall walk there from Francisco.
Yeah, he's trying to posture off there with his feet up against the fence. But Ghalehpardaz, maybe, as you said, Adam, taking a bit of a break. Tried to buck there was Ramirez, but they put him in a worse spot as once again Ghalehpardaz has the back.
Gino retains that back and he goes back to fishing for chokes. This is where he likes to be. He's got the body lock on there. That's going to be uncomfortable for Ramirez.
The good thing for Ramirez, though, is he's right up in his corner. He can hear the instructions being given to him on what he needs to do. But you can just see how the pace and how exhausted both these athletes are.
Definitely. A little bit of a stall out here.
Ramirez is trying to work to turn into Ghalehpardaz, but Ghalehpardaz has got him twisted up like a pretzel.
Ramirez is trying to get under the head under that chin, press him and peel him off with the cage, the help with the cage. Gino's just trying to stay on his back. Now he's covering his mouth, a little bit of suffocation there, tire him out a bit more.
Yeah, make him breathe through the nose. And once again, Ghalehpardaz just good pressure from the native of London, Ontario.
So far, this has been a fantastic fight.
Yeah, it's an awkward position too. Ramirez, you can see him kind of getting a little frustrated, plus tired, trying to turn in, can't do anything as the good position in that body scissors from Ghalehpardaz.
Yeah, the body lock can jack your legs up, and Ramirez is just content to drive his head under Gino's chin and throw back punches at him right now. And Gino fires back with an elbow.
He's doing everything he can to just, stay active and get something going. As Ghalehpardaz trying to look for a submission here as we're approaching 10 seconds left in the second round. There is that 10-second clapper.
If Gino can stay in this position the rest of the round, I think Gino might win this round. It could be 2-0 right now for Gino.
Yeah, that was a big round for Ghalehpardaz as he nearly had a finish with that tight triangle looking for an armbar, even a Kimura. And you just see how versatile on the ground Ghalehpardaz is. But once again, Francisco Ramirez proving he's as tough as they come.
Absolutely. Gino looked a little juiced through the legs getting up from there because he was putting a lot of energy in there. And Ramirez, he's tough as nails, and he looked like he was just trying to stall out and not get choked the whole time.
Definitely. The first round was close. The second round, a clear Ghalehpardaz round.
I agree.
As we go to the third and final round here at this catch weight of 130 pounds. And nice sportsmanship there, a tap of gloves. A kick to the body from Ramirez early on. Tried the high kick to Ghalehpardaz. Wonder as well how much they conserve the energy until the final moments, but Ramirez will push forward.
Yeah.
The good combo. And nice change levels there by Ghalehpardaz to shoot in and get that double leg takedown.
Very smart attack there. I think Gino was just a little bit off. Maybe he was a little bit tired from the round before. So he was feinting and jabbing non-target areas. When Francisco came in, he changed levels and took him down. And I think this is a perfect position for him right now in the fight.
Yeah, this will work out nicely here for Ghalehpardaz, working in half guard on Ramirez, trying to posture up, maybe break, look for a submission, but judges will reward the dominant position that Ghalehpardaz is.
Absolutely. Gino's trying to drive him to the cage, getting him in a good position where he can stuff him up there and land some effective strikes.
Yeah, it's such a tough position, too. You ram the head up there. Nowhere for Ramirez to go. And Ghalehpardaz, if anything, we're trying to break the will right now with Ramirez with the remaining 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in this fight.
Right. Now, Ramirez had been telling us that he was going to look for a submission. He was in guard. Now Gino just advanced to half guard. Let's see if he tries for something.
Well, Gino Ghalehpardaz trying to take the back, but Ramirez does get back to a standing position. And tries to get a break, and does. So nice work by Ramirez to get back to his feet. Tries to shoot in again and does get the single leg takedown and push forward. So
a little bit far shot from Gino, but he got that ankle pick and he extended the knee, which brought Ramirez down. That was very slick.
Nice near reversal, and now it is complete. Oh, swing and a miss from Ramirez. That may have put Ghalehpardaz lights out.
Ramirez is pressuring and coming forward. Gino looks he's a little bit tired. He needs to control that distance and that space between them.
I think that's why he's shooting those takedowns. But
Beautiful.
Good. Just as we say that, Ghalehpardaz lands a big right hand. Catches the kick again, does Ramirez. Had a lot of success with that in this fight. Missed with the uppercut, keeps going forward with the left hand. is Ramirez.
Gino needs to remain just a half step back from those punches.
Stuffed the takedown that time from Ramirez, and there's a big right hand from Ramirez.
Big right hand.
Kicks to the back of the legs, and Ghalehpardaz driving through with the single leg. Can he get the takedown again? No. That balance in effect as the crowd tries to will Ghalehpardaz on.
Gino hasn't pressed against the cage here. Smart attack. He's body locked in. He's going to try to trip him.
And Adam, sometimes how important is it to get that crowd rush from the fans, as Ghalehpardaz was looking like he was on E, but he got that reprieve there from the crowd chanting his name. It just seemed like it willed him on.
Yeah, absolutely. He's in a great position right now, and he's doing the right things.
Ramirez gets the switch up against the fence. Knee just misses Ramirez and tried to bounce off. That time was Ghalehpardaz.
Ramirez breaks with that big strike. He's just looking to throw bombs.
And at this rate, if you have the energy, I don't think it's a bad strategy. How close this fight is as he lands the right there.
No, it's not. Gino needs to keep his distance, stay safe, throw the right attacks.
Tries to throw that high kick that was blocked by Ramirez. And there's a takedown attempting and does get it.
Does get it.
I think that's a more factor just how tired Ramirez is as well. But you got to watch out for the guillotine that Ramirez was working for, though Ghalehpardaz pops his head out.
That was the perfect attack for Gino right now. He's back on top. He's winning in the judges' eyes. He's putting leather to face, and he's able to control him from here. He's able to control the pace of the fight again.
Yeah, he's doing a fantastic job, especially in these closing moments. As we said before, Adam, how he finished the first round on top. He's trying to finish the third and final on top, and the judges love those positions.
They do. They score high, and I believe he's finished all rounds so far on top. So if he finishes here, there's a good chance he could win that fight.
Yeah, if he finishes this next 30 seconds, there'll be 2 rounds on top. He had the back of Ramirez for at least a solid minute in that second round as Ramirez tries to push off with the fence.
Very competitive back and forth fight.
It's a great fight, great pace, great effort from both men here as we're into the final 10 seconds. Ghalehpardaz just pouring on those short little ground and pound shots. They're not going to maybe knock your opponent out, but they're definitely going to rank high in the judges as the horn goes and ends this exciting bout at 130-pound catchweight.
That was a war back and forth in each round. Man, the toughness of Ramirez. That guy would come back when all seems lost.
And he definitely did in that second round and had some strong moments here in the third round, Adam.
He fought through some pain, some adversity, but then again, so did Gino. Great fight put on by our matchmaker here.
Yeah, great fight, and both men, I think, showed a lot, not only to their opponents, but to themselves about what they can do when the going gets tough as we look at the highlights here of the third round. As Ramirez was really just blitzing forward, trying to land those big bombs.
Yeah, landing those looping shots. And again, this is the story of the night. Gino ducking underneath those shots, shooting for the hips or the ankles or the knees or whatever Ramirez would give him, and he would complete the takedown and finish on top.
Then Ramirez pushed the pace again, and then, as you said, Adam just found those moments where he could get the takedown, and once again, he finishes around on top. Ate a couple elbows, but I think he landed maybe more from up top, and I think the judges will see that. A very solid, competitive fight that will bring us to our first decision of the evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause, please, for both of the fighters in this cage. After 3 rounds of mixed martial arts, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Woods scores this matchup 29-27 for Ghalehpardaz. Judge Hanev scores it 28-28, a draw. And Judge McNeil scores the bout 29-27 for your winner by majority decision, Gino the Heel Ghalehpardaz.
Gino.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with your winner, Gino Ghalehpardaz. And Gino, that was an absolute war, back and forth fight. You come away with the unanimous decision. How do you feel about your performance?
I don't know, fell off. But, you know, the one thing I always have is I'll find a way, Coach always tells me 5 minutes for the rest of your life. And I really, when he does that, it opens up something inside me. I don't know. I just, man, I love these guys so much. I love everyone who was with me. I don't know. This one, I was really fucking depressed getting into this, and you know, today means a lot. You know, I don't want to be an also-ran. I want to go as far as I can, and you know, I just got to keep getting better because today was good, but I can be great.
Gino, you had Ramirez in a very tight triangle, armbar, Kimura. You had the whole toolbox going at him. Did you think he was going to tap?
It was 50-50. I was trying to listen to my coaches as best as I could. You know, I'm a jiu-jitsu black belt, and to get that, it's a high honor, and I wanted to show that, you know, last time I lost, there's no excuse. I was back in the gym the next day with Coach Paul, so I got to thank him too. And man, we just find a way. I just, you know, he's tough. I knew he was going to be tough. Coach Mark said prepare to go 3 rounds, and I knew I was prepared for that. I think I got kind of close at one point. I think he thought about it, but I didn't waver. I'll never waver. I'll never take a back step. If they're not going to tap, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to find a way, and I'm going to get what's mine.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Gino "The Heel" Ghalehpardaz.
Yeah.